Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper. I'm back for the alleyway stamps, and today I'm going to make a fun children's card and a little scene using this Nessie stamp and also an older stamp set called Sea Mates. So I've cut a panel to put on the front of my card, and I've got some black licorice ink here from My Favourite Things. Now this Nessie set comes with some really cute little reeds. I'll pop some of those in the corner of the water here. To get different heights, I'll use my masking paper. Okay, I'll stamp out the little wave image. And I'll do this again on the stamping mask paper and cut that out. Mask this. And next I'll stamp out the turtle from my Sea Mates set. And remove my mask. We're doing a bit of a mix of colouring with Copics and Prismas. I like to mix these together, they work really well. Do use your Copics first and then use the Prismas for the shading. Because of the wax in the pencil, it doesn't really agree with the Copic tips of your Copic marker. I'll list all the colours over at my blog, and the link will be in the YouTube description below. And for my sentiment today, I've got some wet cement ink, and this is from the Sea Mates set. It says Turtley Awesome. And just pop that onto a speech bubble. I thought this card would be really fun to have a diagonal stripe background, so I've got the widest stripe here from the Crossing Line set. And when I do this sort of a background, I find it easier to use my Fiskus stamp press, and I use my larger one for this, especially if the ink that I'm using is a bigger ink pad like this wet cement one here. It just makes it easier. So I've got a side fold card and mask off the edges. And once I get my first angle done, it's actually quite easy to work out where you need to go, because I can actually use my grid lines. So I'll line up the lines here with the stamped image at the edge, and then I'll just line up the same line each time I stamp. Makes it really simple. And when my stamp won't reach all the way across to the edges, I simply stamp it, because this is going to have a panel in the middle, so you won't actually see that bit. I can kind of join it, but it's just easier to stamp it twice. and let the join be in the middle where it's going to be underneath that panel so you won't see it. Okay, so I just removed my mask and start assembling my card. I've just added some this to that foam squares to the back of my panel and attach this to the middle of the card front. I've got some Tombow that I'll add to the body of the turtle. And a thin piece of mounting foam to the head, just to prop it up that little bit. And for my sentiment, I've got some scrapbook adhesives, 3D foam squares. I've got to say, this card turned out just a little bit different to what I planned, but sometimes that happens and you just got to go with it. So, till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye!